Good evening, afternoon. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
So
Dora.
good to see you both.
You too. Your hair looks good.
Thank
Yep.
you. North Star is looking much better these days.
He looks very different today. Yeah. And you've changed your name as well. How you
Changed
doing?
the name. Hi, Teodora.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor to be at the place of Mr. North Star.
Yeah, well,
He's a real
absolutely.
star.
There's
Well,
some
thank you for being down so quickly. It
yeah,
was
that was
so
cool.
great.
Because
I
we had
reached
it
out.
last week that we had some challenges with all of us being on the show, and we thought, well, the three of us have a good vibe. It's good to have all of us here at the same time. So we decided not to do it. But then this week it's like we can't miss two in a row. So thanks for doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
No. The show was going to go on because 2 weeks off feels like, I don't know, something feels weird about that.
It does feel weird. Yeah.
So I thought as soon as I heard, I was like, oh, let me see. I'm thinking, who do we have in the community that we both love? They're doing a lot of amazing work in AI, and they're great on video. And I was like, of course, Teodora, you're the first
Oh,
thing. So I reached out right away. I'm being serious. Like, I know it might sound nice. Excuse me while I mess with my hair on
That's
camera.
okay.
But this
Fix
is what
that
I'm here.
little sort of
it's
I know.
great.
yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, so thank you, Teodora, for coming in with us. I'm excited. If people don't know you, then they definitely need to because you're doing so much in the community. You're so supportive on X and with AI, and the work that you're doing with video is just incredible. So we're happy to have you here.
I'm testing. I'm super excited. I'm just so happy because I always love to talk to you guys, and I hope we can bring some value to these people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all for joining us. Cyrus, good to see you. We haven't spoken in a little while. He's in founder mode, working hard. Thank you everybody for joining us. This is Get AI Creative episode 15. That's quite a lot of episodes.
Wow.
I know. We're doing well.
15 already?
I know. Yeah. And there has been gaps. So we've been doing it longer than 15 weeks as well, which is cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So
It's
we're
been
on.
good. We started on the job site.
I know.
Get AI Creative was a job site show. And then with me, Hendo, and North Star. And then at some point we decided, because of the awesome technology we have, we get to stream to our friends on X as well. And then we decided, let's just make it X, YouTube, and job site show.
It's always going to get called.
Most of our friends here are from X.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're tuning in today, folks, thank you for joining us. Let us know in the comments what platform you're on. If you're on YouTube, if you're on X. X is our home, so hopefully there's lots of X folk on today, and also on LinkedIn, the job site as we call it. We're kind of got used to that. Yeah, we kind of have
the job site, the video site, the picture site.
What else is there?
What do we call the other meta site?
The
faces
site.
one.
The writing site.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
I call it like the one we shouldn't mention.
The what? Yeah, exactly. That is actually the best name I've heard for it.
Yeah, that's like Voldemort, isn't it?
Exactly. It's like, I don't even want to say. That's why we don't have a name for it, because we don't even talk about it.
Yeah. Do people use it? Who's using it? Does anybody use it?
No, I like it on my birthday because I get a bunch of messages, because that is one thing that site is good at, is the birthday notification. Don't you wish we could have something like that here on X? Like you get a notification when it's your friend's birthday. I think that would be
I was actually the other day thinking about that, because I kind of remember that someone has birthday in September and I have no clue when, and I was like, it would be so nice to be able to check that.
Yeah, if it's someone's birthday today, let us know and we'll wish them a happy birthday. We'll do some balloons and some confetti.
We definitely want to know your birthday. That's like a big thing for me. I love knowing people's birthday. Teodora, when's your birthday?
26th of May.
26th of May.
Make a note, people.
Yeah, I'm writing that into my memory and brain. Hi, Josh. Josh is here in the chat. And Cyrus. So good to see you all. If you're in the chat, say hi.
Yeah,
Or
let
if
us
you're
know
here
what's going
watching,
on.
say hi. Get in the chat, please. It's the only way we know you're here. That's the weird thing about live streaming is it doesn't let us know who's here unless you chat with us. So we love it when you chat. And I'll do my best not to like over press the buttons. Sometimes
Yeah, that's
Hendo
it.
and I are pressing buttons at the same time.
Yeah, we got Cyrus is here. Thanks. Yeah, that's it. Josh and Cyrus. That's cool. We got two people.
Josh and Cyrus are here. We love that we have an audience of 2. I'm just kidding. It says we got a little bit more than that. So we'll see. We'll see who's here by
We'll
who's
see
in
what
the
happens.
chat.
How's
And
your
this
week
isn't our
been?
first time with Teodora on video, right? Because we have
Well,
another
we
little
did
show.
on this one. Yeah,
Another
we did a
little
little
show
bit of
we
video
do.
on
Daybreak.
Daybreak.
Yeah. So it's cool because we've gotten the practice. So it was easy. That was another thing. It was like, oh, she's a friend of Daybreak. She knows how to get on the show. It's
Easy.
been good.
Well-
Yeah.
Well, I'm practicing with you. So first I was practicing spaces. Now
Right.
I'm practicing video.
Right. I love it. We're practicing too.
It's like yeah, you are like pushing me to
That's right.
learn and to do more, which is great because I need
Well,
that.
listen, that's what we're all doing at the same time. We're all trying to get better at it, trying to build our profiles, build our brands, as people sometimes call it, and also build our friendship as well. So how
Those
else?
brands.
Just got to get into it. Shall we hit them with the slides?
Let's hit them with the slides. We
Let's
got
hit
some
'em with the
slides for you
slides.
all.
Yeah, we've been doing. It's not a corporate presentation. We don't want to think of it like that. It feels a little because it sort of started.
But
out
remember, we started off on the job site, right? So we're like, we got to have the presentation, which is great. I mean, I love the presentation. It's beautiful, but it's also a lot of work. I imagine, Hendo, you put a lot of work into this.
There's a little bit of work goes into it, but I like doing it. It's a good way to show off the work and show off what we've been working on. Because, you know, you can talk about stuff on Spaces and share links, and then people bookmark the links and they never come back to it. And with a lot of the stuff that we do, there's loads of visuals, and it's nice to be able to talk through the content and also talk about some of the other things that we see. So there's some cool updates. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you know how it goes as well. I think it's fun and I enjoy doing it. PowerPoint. It's not PowerPoint. How dare you? It's Google Slides.
It's Google Slide or Canva. Yeah. We did Canva the other day. That was fun.
Canva was cool. Yeah. Canva's got all the animations in it. Yeah, but listen, it's not PowerPoint, please. And we've only got about 180 slides to get through. So if you stick with us for the next 6 hours, we will make our way through it.
That's funny. Why does PowerPoint sound so yucky? It's like, oh no.
I think anybody that's used it has probably felt the pain of trying to actually edit it. And then they've probably also felt the pain of sitting through presentations where there's just loads and loads of junk. And it's just like, oh, get put to sleep. There's not loads of words in this one. It's pictures. We all like pictures.
Thank goodness.
All right, let's get into it, people.
And colors and pictures.
Colors, yeah. So usually we have our friend, Mr. North Star, with us, but he's away. He's in West Coast. So we've got our new stand-in, our stunt double today, Teodora. So thank you for joining us, Teodora.
Yay!
So the whole purpose of this, please interrupt me.
At least
go. He loves.
I just wanted to say that at least you didn't need to change the colors because my ex thumbnail it's yellow. And you could use the Alex color without changing
Look at that. You were literally perfect.
It's a good match.
Perfect for this. I love it.
That's it. If anybody sort of steps out off the show as well, you need to have the same colored PFP to sit in. So, you know, just keep an eye on that, folks.
That's funny.
Yeah, so it's kind of when this show comes around, it's always like, what are we going to show? What will we do? And there's been so many cool things that have happened over the last week. But there's also been loads of new releases. So we'll try and keep it condensed. We'll have some fun. And if you've got any questions about the stuff that we're doing, please just troll us in the comments. That's the plan.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah. So listen.
Troll us in the comments.
I asked Alex, does he want to share anything with the people today? And he just said, talk about these.
Such a troll. Talk about trolling. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so I think
funny.
You can read into that. We'll just use the emojis to sort of tell that story.
I love it.
Alex, and just to give Alex his credit as well, he did call BS on it quite early on, and not a lot of people believed him, but now they do.
It's true. I was there.
We were there.
He
We
did
heard
that.
it. I'm pretty sure he did it on one of these. On what was on one? Yeah, I think it was definitely on one of these shows. It happened. Anyway, so the other thing, this is
funny.
good. Yeah. So the other thing we just wanted to make sure is that we're not, insulting him in any way or any of his friends about pineapple pizza, just to make sure.
Oh, so funny. Okay, so on just 2 seconds on the pineapple pizza.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Dr. Heath has a really awesome show. I've been trying to go to his show more. He's a wonderful creator on X. And he loves pineapple pizza, and he talks about loving pineapple pizza. So I was like, oh man, I can't wait to tell Alex that. So hopefully Alex watches the replay and hears that.
Dave,
but I'll find a way to make sure that he knows anyway.
Yeah. Dave also loves pineapple pizza, and he does talk.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there is a little bit of, I think, a bit of healthy rivalry.
Oh look, we got Cyrus is brave.
Yeah.
We'll allow some of this because Alex isn't here, but we would get in trouble,
Yeah, he'd probably just pull the plug.
He's gonna see that. He's gonna.
Yeah, but he's not here. So what can he do? We're being bad. We're being pineapple pizza naughty.
We're not promoting it. We're just ensuring.
Yeah, look, we're just sharing what other people feel about it. And normally we don't. We're kind of cultish with the pineapple pizza when he's around, and we're like, no pineapple pizza.
Some people are a little
just
bit
in support,
Completely. So next, what I've been playing, I've been playing a little game with myself. Yes, I've been playing a game that I call SREF Roulette, and it's been. Anybody know what an SREF is? I'm sure some people do. Let's see if anybody does.
I've literally been asking this, so thank you for answering the question. Meaning in my head, like I haven't asked it out loud, but you clearly read thoughts. Yeah.
You know Teodora?
Yep.
Yeah,
but I believe maybe a lot of people don't know, because I remember the first time when I see SREF and I was like, what is that?
I've only started seeing it because of you all, Hendo, like the content that I see on X. This is my first time. Let me know if someone's in the chat. Am I the only one that didn't know? I'm sure I'm not, but yeah, someone else.
No, for sure you are not.
I'm just kidding.
That's all right. Well, so
I'm excited to learn. I'm like, this is great. Hendo reads minds and answers questions.
I try to. It's just like I'm in the timeline 24/7.
I know, it's good.
You know it.
This is what we call community responsive content. We want to know. Teach us.
SREFs. So it stands for style reference, and it's a Midjourney tip, code, whatever you want to call it. And there's these little numbers you can see here: 32, 33, 22, 40, whatever. And each of those represents a specific style. So when you put your prompt in, you can use the SREF, and it will create your image in that style. So it's really handy if you're creating your own content, and you can have your own SREFs for a particular project or a particular brand or a particular style that you like. And there's lots of artists doing it. There's lots of SREFs being shared continually in the timeline all the time. Loads of cool ones. But what I started doing was playing roulette. Do you remember chat roulette? Anybody play that years ago? Bit like Russian roulette, except for chat pages. Weird stuff happens on the internet.
No, I don't think so.
You don't know that?
Oh, it sounds fun.
Chat roulette.
No. Oh, sounds like something I might have enjoyed, but no.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background. That's my dog digging the carpet in the bedroom at the moment. So
no, I don't hear it yet.
Hopefully that's not too noisy.
Hen dog.
Hen dog
is going in on the carpet.
He is. So, right, SREFs. The way it works is you put an image in. So you put the prompt in with the SREF. So it's the same prompt for the next few images, specifically for Midjourney. And as you change the SREFs, you can change the image. So if you use the same branded prompt, so if you have it related to yourself or the product or the environment that you're working on, you can start to create completely different styles just by changing the numbers. So what I do is I just, when I'm doing the prompt, randomly change the number just to see what I get. Some are pretty weird, some are cool. And you get really wacky ones, or really, and it's just a little game that I've been playing over the last few
weeks.
And
all this is just changing the numbers?
Changing the number, yeah. So the little code that sits into it is just like, yeah, I'll just change that one to a 5. All right, I'll put in 442 instead of 4228 or whatever it might be. And it just changes it out. So it is random. Some of them are very, very odd, but you also get some really, really cool shots. And last week we were talking about how we could extend the pages. Remember I showed you the thing last week with Photoshop?
Yep, that was cool.
Open the image out. This way you can build on some of the images. So with the image on the left, you can start to create more space around the canvas and then add sort of more text or images or whatever that might be into it. So handy little tip for...
Can I ask you where you get the original SREF from? Like, will ChatGPT give it to you? If you create an image, can you ask for it?
We'd need to, well, no, so you create them yourself. A lot of the artists, like some of the well-known creators on X, create their own, and then they develop that style. And then some of them might have a tutorial on how to create them, or would have a portfolio on what those SREFs are. And then some people are doing downloadable content. So there might be a book of maybe 100 SREFs that they've built. I know that Justin does them. Gizem does them, or there's loads of artists. I'll share some stuff in the
But I see people sharing it, so it's like sharing a prompt or something. It's like you get the so then you can change it. Yeah,
they'll create the style, and then that has an SREF that relates to that specific style. So then you can go and create whatever you want with it. So it's kind of,
that's cool.
There is actually a big market for that, because a lot of these creators, they do some specific styles and then they sell the SREF number. So a lot of artists I see, like they're doing this, and they don't just share their SREF with everyone, but it's a way for them to monetize when they create some specific.
Yeah, completely. But like the ones that I've used, I have no idea where they are, who created them. I just made the numbers up. So it's a little game you can play. SREF roulette. You heard
I used to do that. I like that you call it SREF roulette.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Christelle.
I want to know more about that chat roulette too, but maybe we'll save that for another.
No, let's do that right now. So chat roulette was this probably about, it might be 10 years ago, maybe even a bit more. And it was a website that you would go on to, and you basically press, randomize button, and then it would just randomize whoever else was using chat roulette at that same time. And then it would activate their webcam, and then yours would activate as well. So then you'd basically end up on a Zoom call with a completely random stranger.
Okay, this is you answering another question I had that I didn't even know how to ask it, because, I love watching shorts on the video site. And sometimes I see these shorts and it's a screen, it's a screen recording of two people on video like this, but I can tell that it's random. And I'm like, how does this happen? And it's always men usually playing video. It seems like they're playing video. I don't know, but now it makes sense. I think that's what it is. Does it still happen?
I think it might. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't. The last time I
have so many questions.
The last time I looked at it, I saw something that I don't want to see again.
Okay, so it's done for Hendo. Yeah, it does seem very risky. Like, that's the thing. It's like that's why people make shorts on them, because some crazy stuff happens in these.
Yeah, and I've seen, but I think there might be a feature on TikTok that does it as well. I don't know. If there's someone out there that knows, please. Yeah, I'm
not doing that. As a woman, I see why women don't. I don't know if women are doing it, but I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Well, no, I've seen other content of girls doing it, and they would have been like probably stuff like maybe it could be OnlyFans, maybe, or some of that kind of stuff.
Right, exactly.
We were doing this like when I was like 14 or 15, something like that. It was,
but not on video, right? Was it on video?
It was on video, but it was like weird, because I mean, like you can imagine like 15 years ago with the super shitty camera, like how you cannot see anything. But I don't remember exactly, but I remember, like, I have a weird feeling about
it. Me too, Teodora. Me too.
Gotta go get the phone. That's cool.
I love it. Let us know in the chat. I don't see anybody chat rouletting with us. No,
it's chat roulette.
Not chat rouletting here.
There is. seems to be, because it seems to be a lot of other video shows going live now at the same time as well. So, let's just keep going. Here we are.
Oh, there's people here. We just want to see them in the chat.
Yeah, they're just being quiet today. They need to chat. That's it. Otherwise, we can't tell them. So somebody said something today about branding. I put out a post about branding, and they said something really ridiculous about branding is just for cattle. So I thought, you know what? It's silly. It's so silly thinking about that.
Hi, Stanzin. Thank you. Sorry, I just had to say hi to Stanzin. Thank you for saying hi in the chat.
Good. We got a new friend.
Yay, we have a friend. Cyrus is here. Stanzin is here. Okay.
But what I wanted to do is just around the branding part was that if you actually have a really cool brand, it doesn't, like when you can call it that, it's also your identity as well. So if you're able to build your identity online, that's how you build your profile. It's how you build your audience, how you build your community. It all ties together. But one of the things that's been talked about recently is Flux. And, it's a little bit of cheekiness here. But cheeky
bugger. Is that a thing? Cheeky bugger? Am I making that up? Okay.
No, you can say that. It's not very, it wouldn't be appropriate, but it's.
Oh, really? Okay, I shouldn't repeat that. I shouldn't say things I don't know what they mean. I've just heard it in a movie or something. I don't know.
No, you could probably get away with it. We just
don't won't. No, it's okay.
That's
I'm
why
offensive enough.
That's why I check what the OG means and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. You're so cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Taher. I hope that's how we say your name. He says we're amazing. Thank you so much. We love.
Yeah, like he's one of my nice followers. He's super.
Oh, great! That's awesome. Thanks for coming and supporting.
So this one was this is sort of a little segue to Teodora's piece of content today, because one of the other tools I've been using as well is Astria, which is really great because it uses the Flux model to train your characters as well. So one of the things I was playing around with was just developing the sort of Hendo character to see what it looks like through the Flux model as well. And it's kind of okay. He's a little bit, he looks a bit younger than I am, so I'm not really good at that. So,
this one's very interesting. This one reminds me of the one by the pool, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
these different Hendo characters.
It's weird the way this, because some of them, they make them really consistent, even though they're different platforms. It's odd.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so Teodora, do you want to tell us a little bit about the adventure that you've had with Astria over the last few weeks?
Yeah, Astria, actually, I was looking for model. I was waiting for this for months. So we have there was this competition for AI advertising. And now I'm just trying to enter different competitions because I want to practice my skills and try different models. And I think competitions are a great way to do that. But what is interesting with Astria now as well, there is other platforms you can do that, not necessarily only on Astria. There is Flare AI, Lens.ai. There are a few different platforms. Civitai, they offer that. So what is now interesting for me as a marketer is that you can train a model, an AI model, not only of image of yourself, but on image of your product. So imagine now, like, let's say you have a small company, and you do, for example, I don't know, homemade lemonade or something. And this is your little side hustle. And you don't have budget. You don't have budget for professional photographers, like all this stuff. So you can, for between $5 and $10, I would say, you can just make photos of your product, whatever your product is, and train an AI model with that. And then the AI will generate photos of your product. And what the difference is, because we did have this before, we do have all these image generators that change your background or like add like a little bit fancy look to the product. But now with these models, you can actually put your product in a scene. This means like you can make, for example, if you have a face cream, you can actually generate the product in the arm of a woman who is putting the face cream on her face. So
this is what you're using for your amazing posts that you're doing, like of the different products and everything. Is this what you're using?
I'm using few different ones now.
Because when you talk about this, it makes me think of that content.
Yep,
like that
yep.
specific content.
So this is the pat water. The pat water I did with Astria, and I want to give a shout out to Marco AI Design on X, because we were talking with him. We were like kind of collaborate. He was like, "Oh, I'm doing the pat water advertising." I was like, "Oh, me as well." And I'm like, "Can you try this with Astria?" And he's like, "Oh my God, this works." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm doing it as well." So we were like kind of helping each other. So I just want to mention him. But yeah, we tried that, and it worked. Like we basically add this image to the bottle, because in the advertising competition they give you a number of images you can use if you want to. So we just take like 30 images, train a model with them, and then you can start generate images like this one with the guy like holding the bottle and stuff. Now, what is still a little bit of an issue, but I think we are getting there. You have in certain type of packages, you have these very small letters, let's say barcodes or very, very tiny writing, which is not perfect. It's still not perfect, but I think this saves you a ton of time, because before, if I want to generate image like that, I need to use Photoshop or something, and now I can just generate like this. And
this is amazing.
Yep, I mean it looks like a real image, and
so
I think it's such a great opportunities for people who have any type of physical products, to kind of, they can generate content for the whole year, for Instagram, for TikTok. Then you can animate this, so you can have like Reels content, and it's just so much easier. And I'm personally very, very excited for that, because I love this. I love to work with these small businesses, and this will save them a ton of money. And this is something that, because before, to compete with big companies, you cannot compete because you don't have the same budget. And now you are able, with a very small budget, with a little bit of understanding of AI, to create whatever you want. So yeah, I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool, because one of the ways it sort of first came up, I think, for everybody was with consistent characters. And, we're all trying to get those sort of perfect corporate Photoshop images of, there's people at the TED Talks like we showed earlier, but then there's also the consistent characters. So like, here's me as a pilot, here's me as a spaceman, here's me as a skateboarder, or whatever that might be. But using the same tool to use the products is really smart. And the workflow, I saw Marco's video as well. It's really cool. The workflow for it is really easy for using Astria and for training the models on there as well. It's using Flux, is that right?
Yep, Flux LoRa. So it's really easy to do. Like, you just go to the website, you click train a model, and you put a bunch of images in there, and you click the train button. And the only thing you need to know, it's like to lose Flux LoRa, and the chances that you get a good model are very high, I would say. And I want to say, of course, not all the images come like that. Like, I choose the best one, but maybe 2 out of 4 images, 1 out of 4, it's coming as a generation that you can use. And I think with a little bit extra training, you can get it even more perfect. But I'm happy with that. It saves a ton of time.
Yeah, same. The tests I did as well, probably the equal, maybe one every second one was good. There was some really weird ones. The style didn't work quite right, but it works really well. Yeah, thanks for sharing that one. Goodwin People, Astria with Flux, Laura's. So this is an interesting one, Theodora. Is this your, are you going to do it? Are you thinking about doing this?
I am going to do it. I have no clue what I'm going to do. So this
I
is,
love that you do these competitions. How many have you done? Is this like your third or fourth one? I'm trying to keep track. I love that you do this.
this is the third one.
Third one, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so Runway for the people who don't know, it's one of the, it's probably the leading AI video platform where you can generate AI videos. So you can generate AI videos from prompts, or you can generate AI videos from images. So they are doing this every year, I think, or twice a year. I'm not gonna say because I'm not completely sure. So they are doing these competitions for an AI short movie where people can apply, and yeah, you can do your short movie and you can win something. Now the Runway competition, I think it's the toughest because a lot of like professional like directors and stuff, they are entering this competition. So I think it's very, very, very hard to, if you go to compete in order to win a cash prize or something, I think the chances to win that are not very high, because there are a ton of very skilled people entering this. But what do I think? It's in my case. So Runway, if you apply to enter the competition and if you are approved, they give you 300,000 Runway credits, which are usually quite expensive. So this means you get like 500 minutes. I think it's around 500 minutes of AI video generation for just 48 hours when the competition take place. So anyone can apply, and anyone who had like an idea to do like a short movie or some short video to tell some short story, you can still apply till 12. So you have, I think, 2 more days to apply. And then the competition take place in the weekend. So everyone is doing their videos in these 48 hours. So it's fair. And I think especially for people who always was thinking of some idea and they didn't have opportunity to realize it, I think this is a very, very, very good opportunity to get creative and to kind of like challenge yourself and to see what you can do. So I would suggest everyone who is interested in AI video, they can just apply and try and see what they can do.
Do you need to have already had a Runway account, or do you think that new people could sign up for it? Do you know?
You need to have one, but I mean, you can make a free account, and then you can apply with the same email, because they need to send you the credits to your existing account. But
Okay, of course, yeah.
you can do this for free.
Yeah, Runway's literally the best, and it's improved so much as well. As I think it's on, is it Gen 3? I can't remember what. Just you kind of lose track because there's so many different tools, but the quality of what's being put out now is phenomenal. On the last update, it was all the text, sort of fluid text and animated lettering with melting sort of particle physics over it as well. It was fantastic. It's, you know, such a really cool tool. And
it's been around for a while. Like it's an
sure.
OG. I wouldn't say it was one of the first I remember ever doing anything like that was really out and mainstream. I mean, mainstream in the AI world. But
I think that was Ben. I think when Ben was on, he was talking about, because a lot of the content that he made for his YouTube site was, or for his YouTube channel, was all a lot of Runway content. Interesting as well. I think IMAX are one of the sponsors of this as well. So you can see,
wow.
you can see how
that's cool.
industry has changed from people going, yeah, it's just a fad, that's not going to happen. Yeah, look at those, they're kind of rubbish, to now looking at the content and seeing there's a big difference between what the content looks like now compared to what it looked like even 6 months ago as well. So yeah, thanks for sharing that, Teodora. Yeah, and Tahir's mentioning Pika as well, another one. We like Pika too, but we're talking about Runway right now, but that's okay too.
Pika, yeah, Pika. Actually, they are a little bit behind now. They used to be one of the first ones, but they're a little bit behind compared to the other video tools. But I'm sure they are cooking something as well, because now before we have 1 or 2 video models. Now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and they competing with each other. So the pricing will go down. We will have more opportunities as creators. So it's all good for everyone, I guess, in the end.
Absolutely. Competition. It's going to give us some cool stuff. I've been using Luma. Luma, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, Luma. Thanks for reminding me. I'll lose track. Forget. There's so many.
What happened to Kling? Are people still using Kling?
Yeah,
I see Kling around sometimes.
And there's another one as well. I think it's called Minimax. Another.
Okay.
Minimax, it's free actually. This is the only model you can use for free. So, because they still haven't like make an official launch. So if someone wants to check them, let me just find it really
Tahir
quick.
says true, then Runway Takeover.
It's again
and
China.
Tahir is also going to be competing in Runway in the Runway competition, which is very cool.
Amazing.
I love that.
Christelle.
Oh, my little image didn't show up, but that's okay. It was dark. Okay, so I'm trying to switch gears. So we've been talking about video with AI. Now let's talk about doing video with humans like we've been doing. So that's something that Hendo and I have been talking a lot about, is, doing these videos, and not just us. A lot of people are talking about doing video on X or the various video sites. So I wanted to, I like to bring you all very simple, practical tools. So I figure if you are doing video, then Text Makeover will be a really cool tool that you might want to try. In a previous Get AI Creative, I showed you all the Chrome extension Glass, and there's another slide coming up in a moment, not yet, but where you can get the transcript from your YouTube video. And so if you are live streaming, or if you're creating recorded videos, any kind of video content, or any other video that's not even yours, you can take the transcript from that and actually repurpose it into other content. So that's what Text Makeover is. So since we're talking about video today, if you're doing human video, like what you see right now, you can get the transcript and actually make over. So this is a GPT that I created, and I put it in a simple Bitly. Bitly is just a platform that lets you share links. So if you have a custom GPT and you don't have like a landing page for it or something, you can create a simple Bitly for it. So if you all want to try this GPT, there's a couple ways you can try it. You can take a screenshot, get that QR code, or you can go to that link. And then all you have to do is just get your transcript. So we also have RJ with his Spaces clips, right? So you can get clips from there if you're hosting Spaces. You can also use Zealous to get your transcript from Spaces. If you have videos on YouTube, you can use Glass. But either way, get the transcript from whatever it is, an audio or a video, and put it into Text Makeover, and it will give you different content from it. So you can create articles from it, you can create ebooks, you can create courses, Instagram posts, whatever you want to do. I don't know why I said Instagram. I don't know where that came from, but all types of different content. So that's that. And this is just a little screenshot to show you. So this is from one of our Monday workshops that Hendo and I did. We've done a few of them at this point. I think this is when we were building the voice flow chat. And so you can see on the side there, I've got the Glass Chrome extension that we talked about a few episodes back. And it will give you the entire transcript. So whether it's your own video that you're creating, or like I said, maybe you want to repurpose somebody else's content. You watched an amazing video, so you want to turn that into a course or an article or anything. So it's really easy to just get the transcript, copy and paste it into the text makeover GPT. And then it will give you, you can say what you want it to create for you. So I've been using that, and I've been using it with clients. So right now, the clients that I'm working with, they seem to really want repurposing of their content. So whether that's, like I said, Spaces content from the transcripts, they really like that. So it's been a cool thing to do. I'm creating a course with it, ebook, articles, all types of things that you can create. Even working with clients like in coaching, using the transcript. And Hendo, I heard this first from you weeks ago, right? We started talking about getting the transcripts from client sessions and using that for future sessions. It's been incredible. That has been amazing. And that's really what inspired this GPT here. Because I was like, what are we going to do with this, you know, these transcripts?
Yeah, listen, that's such a cool little hack for if you are working with clients, and even if you're not recording the sessions, is just to do a personal recording after the session.
Yeah.
And make an audio file or even type it out. But once you have that data, you can then use that in ChatGPT, like collect all the data together and then see if there's sort of commonalities or there's a certain sentiment among what you find. And then from that, you can then create more targeted content, or you could create solutions to help those clients with those issues as well. So it's kind of like, once you've got the information, you can do so many different things with it. So this is a cool tool. And Christelle as well, that VoiceFlow session that we had is really brilliant, because I've had to debug the VoiceFlow agent that I've got on my website a couple of times just from learning this as well. It's really cool. It's such
good.
Yeah, it's
good.
a simple little thing, but it's such an effective tool as well for bookings and
everything. I know. We've got some good content on these tools. It's like it gets lost in the, you know, the stream of content, but sometimes I want to like go back and pull it out.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's probably just doing more focus. We could do refocused YouTube content.
Yeah, for sure. So Cyrus, you're asking about the VTT file. I would try it. I don't see why not. We're using StreamYard. So StreamYard allows us to also download our transcripts from these videos. And that is one of the options. So thank you for saying that, because you can copy and paste the transcript into the GPT, or you can upload if you have the transcript in a file. And so I would try that, but I don't know if you all know this, you can always use ChatGPT to convert your files as well. So for whatever reason, DALL-E gives like a web PG or something like that, a weird file. So then I'll say, please convert this to a JPEG or PNG, and it'll do that. So you can use ChatGPT to convert files as well. But yeah, this will clean up the transcript, because a lot of times when we get transcripts, they're messy. They're just like one run-on sentence. There's no grammar there. So this is like taking a nice English teacher to your transcript and putting in a format that you can then do whatever you want with it. And I use it a lot. And so I thought, well, let me actually share it, because I'm actually using this with clients. So it might not be the most exciting thing, but if you use it, it's very exciting, because you can get cool stuff from it.
Game changer. Once you've got content, just put it through it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But this is a whole business too. I mean, there's so many Spaces hosts that their content, and I'm including myself, it just gets lost. And you can go back and be like, hey, look, you want to create something with that Spaces content, you know, from the transcript, we can turn it into something else. And people are into that. I know, because I've gotten clients from X like that. So
yes,
you can turn it into a little business, you know.
With the Spaces content as well, there's so much good conversation that happens, and especially in the longer spaces when you've done like 2 or 3 hours, once you're finished, like you're exhausted from hosting it, but then afterwards it's like going back to listen to it is great, but being able to use the content effectively.
I struggle. Teodora and I are like the same person with this. I think of her, I'm like, she's counting all her likes. I'm like listening to my tone, but we won't get into that. Oh man. All right. I think there's one more slide and then we're closing out. We're at approaching the 45-minute mark. But I did want to invite you all, if you missed the live streaming 101 session with Hendo and I, you can still join and get the replay and join the cohort. So we're helping people. We're creating like a sub community of people that want to build video, whether it's live streaming, shorts, whatever it is. We're creating a video group because we're doing so much around video, whether it's AI generated video or human generated videos. So you can go to this bit.ly. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. You can still sign up here, and then you get on our list, and we'll let you know about the next workshop that we have coming up and what we're doing with this video group. It's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you, Theodora. Yeah, go ahead.
I was watching this. I haven't finished it. I say, of course, I need to finish it because I need to start with live stream. And
Yes.
you're explaining everything there for beginners. Because I was just thinking I need to watch a little bit more. Like I need to learn a little bit more about live stream and StreamYard and all this stuff. And you guys just like read my mind and
Exactly. Isn't that great? Hendo
So
does that.
it was
We try to
great.
do that. Literally, this is what
great.
we say, community responsive content, right? People have been asking Hendo, they've been asking me, how are you using StreamYard? What are you using? Why aren't you using this? Why aren't you using that? So we said, let's create a workshop. And then lo and behold, people sign up. So that tells you there's an audience for it. All right, let's actually do something with this group. So that's what we're doing. It's going to be fun. Join it. If you like this and you want to do this with us, then yeah, join.
That's it. Well, thank you,
Theodora,
everybody.
how can people get in touch with you? And then Hendo, let the people know how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, let me just change the slide for us.
Okay.
I've got our little graphic.
Oh, you
for
got
there.
a slide. I love it.
Yeah, got it. Listen,
Hendo's
I'm
our
a pro.
creative director. Thank you.
Got it all locked down, people.
Look at that. So
Yeah,
nice.
so listen, most of the conversations happen on X, but I do use LinkedIn sometimes, and I'm trying to build my YouTube as well. I'm busy with clients at the moment and life and other stuff, but I will get content up there. I've got workshops coming up over the next couple of weeks, so the content that I'll use for those will kind of inform what happens on YouTube as well. So I'm excited about that, and yeah, hopefully you will be as well. Theodora, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. I'm just very happy, and thank you for the invitation. And it's always a pleasure.
Good.
It's a pleasure for us. Thank you so much for being so down last minute. You're the bestest. Yes, Cyrus, I agree. X is for the cool kids.
Yeah, we know. Thanks, guys. This has been Get AI Creative, episode 15. We're still here. Myself and Christelle will be back tomorrow. We've got Daybreak,
Yes.
episode 15, maybe even 16. I can't remember.
We're losing count. We're getting
That's
there.
it. We're almost
Bye,
up to 20,
everyone.
which is amazing. See you guys. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Theodora.
Thanks, Theodora. See you, Christelle.
Bye, Hendo.